Hey honeys, welcome back to another makeup tutorial. My name is KO by KKB and I'm a former expert MUA and makeup educator. So in today's look, it's going to be inspired by this look right up here by this young lady. Her name is Lataina. Beautiful makeup look. But today we're only going to be focusing on the skin. So we're not going to be focusing on the eyes or the brows today. So let's get right started. Also, we're going to be doing more glassy, glowy skin for this look as well. Don't forget to go ahead and subscribe and hit the bell button. Let's get right into it. So now I'm going to be moving on to the skin. Okay, so for the skin, because I want the skin to look really radiant, so I'm blending this look with like a more glassy type of skin as well. Okay, so we're gonna like do this look but then add that component to it, that glassy skin. So I'm gonna go in with serum. Okay, this one is from Clarins double serum. This is not my everyday skincare, but this is just what I use if I'm doing makeup or when I serve clients. This is the serum I'd use on them. But I mean, it's really good. There was a point where I used to use it for skincare, but I have better now, so I haven't turned back since I've found like the best skincare products in the world and like figured out my skincare routine. Like I have not turned back, and I don't think I will unless like something else come up better, and I highly doubt that's gonna happen. Because the products I use, they're made with plants, like literally 50 of the most potent plants in the world, like very potent plants that are antifungal, antibacterial, anti-aging. It corrects all your skin issues. So yeah, I don't think I'm going back. But yeah, long story short, get your serum because you really want to hydrate the skin. You want to plump up the skin. So I'm just really layering up my serum. And make sure to really pat it in, and you should not be moving on from your serum until you've properly worked the product into your skin. Because when you work the product into your skin properly, then it won't interfere with products to come. Sometimes when, I don't know if you guys find this, like if you do your skincare and do it too thick and you don't rub it in well, it will start to like make your makeup like roll off. Have you guys ever experienced that? So I don't want that to happen, so I made sure to put on a lot of, I made sure to really press the product onto my skin well. Okay, cool. So next, so this is the point where if you have moisturizer, you can go in with moisturizer. I don't really love this moisturizer, you know. Should I use this? I'm gonna use a little bit of it. So this is Touch Dewy Cream. I'm just gonna use a little bit of it. It's really thick. It's for more with people with dry skin. Okay. People swear by it. I don't really know if I love it that much, but yeah. I mean, it works if I have somebody with dry skin or whatever. So is my skin looking like shiny yet? Because I need my skin to look shiny. Alright, so next thing we're going to be doing is we're going to go in with Liquid Glow. And this one is from Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's called Bronzed. And this is going to really give me that glow. Because as I said today, we're going for that glowy, beautiful skin. So I'm just gonna get some, let me see now which brush I want to use to do this. So I was basically telling you guys before that I moved into this new place, and I got new internet, and I don't know what the hell is going on, but it's like usually when I'm uploading videos, like the whole process takes me 4 hours, like 4 hours to get it off my laptop, and then 4 hours to get it on Instagram, get it on YouTube. 2 hours to get on YouTube, so 4 hours in total. And in this place, I don't know what type of internet this is. I'm about to call them and ask them if there's a higher speed internet or something. But I think it was the high speed one that I got. Basically, the videos take the whole day to upload to YouTube. So basically, it took me like a whole 12 hours, like sleeping hours, like a whole 12 hours for it to upload. For it to download on the laptop, and then it take another 12 hours for it to upload to YouTube. So I hope y'all gonna get this video by tomorrow. Tomorrow's Sunday. It's late night right now, Saturday night. So let's see what happens. If y'all check for the video and don't see it yet, it's because of the uploading. But basically all my videos should be uploaded, like my makeup videos should be uploaded sometime between Sunday or Monday at this point. Right, so I'm getting this illuminator all over my face. I know I look crazy, but y'all gotta just trust the process here, Because when I tell you I want my skin to glow, I'm not playing with y'all. This skin is gonna glow by any means necessary, okay? Alright, so I get this off of my face. And now we are gonna do foundation. So the foundation is gonna go over this, and this glow is gonna like peep through the foundation a bit. Right? So that's the look we're going for. So now I told you guys before that my skin has gotten more tan because I've been walking a lot, trying to get my 10,000 steps in, you know, like the girls do. So I'll be walking in the sun. So I'm gonna mix foundation. So this is MAC. This is NARS Macao. Maybe I should just go to Sephora. Sephora sale finished yet, guys? Maybe I should go to Sephora and just get me like a whole new foundation at this point, because this is not really working out. And I don't really like to have to like mix. Actually, this foundation is done. I have to be dipping it in with one of these. All right, so yeah. Right, so I have it like that, and I'm just gonna be using this brush. This is the Makeup by Mara F4 brush. I'm just going to be patting, because her skin looks so fresh and beautiful, but it looks like a full coverage makeup. So even though it's soft glam, it's full coverage. Alright, so after I apply the foundation onto my face, I'm just going to pat it in like this. Yeah. I don't know, you guys feel like this? Like anytime you're about to like kind of elevate, or you're working on something new and it's going good, like you have like little strange obstacles that just pop up? Because tell me why, like before, like my videos were uploading 4 hours, now all of a sudden when the devil see that I'm being more consistent with YouTube, like, you know, I'm trying to like change my ways and do better and do more, it's like these little obstacles just popping up out the blue. Like that's really how life works. Because like, tell me how. I'm here, I'm tired, it's been a long day for me, right? And I'm like, no, Kristen, you're gonna get this, you have to get this done tonight, so that, you know, you have enough time for it to upload tomorrow, like when I'm done. And then now I'm here, I plug up the mic, I'm thinking the mic is plugged in, only to check it after I finish eyes, lashes, eyeshadow, like checking it, and then realizing that the whole time the mic wasn't plugged in properly. Like, really? But I'm not even mad about it. I'm just going to like check the video after and see if I'm just going to cut out that part, or if I'm going to do a voiceover over it, depending on how much time I have. Because this is just a really simple brown eyeshadow look. I don't know, you guys, I think you guys care more about the skin anyways. Right, so I just pat the foundation onto my skin like this with the brush. You don't have to go too much in the under eye region, because you're gonna put concealer there, so you don't need to like cake up that region, okay? All right, so this is the point that we're at right now. So looking at her makeup, her highlight isn't too bright. It isn't too bright, so we're just gonna stick with this concealer here that is 2 shades lighter than my skin tone. We're not gonna go no lighter than this. And for this, it looks like she has heavy concealer, so I'm just going to be applying 1 layer of concealer, but basically I'm just dragging it down. I can't see the sides of her face because she has her hair, but more than likely the concealer is going out like this as well, okay? So when you apply your concealer, important things here to note for placement: try not to let your concealer pass here, because some of your concealer becoming too low. It should only be in the under eye region, okay? So technically it should only be inside here. It shouldn't be going past this region here. That way you get a nice snatched up face, and that way to not make your face look too wide or anything, you know what I mean? Get some by the chin. Wow, I would love to do this. Like, as much as I say like I quit doing makeup, like this girl's so pretty, like I like her features. I would have loved to do like a face like this. Like, she has a really nice face for makeup. Really nice face for makeup. Right, and that's it. No foundation on. I'm trying to decide if I should put concealer on the forehead. No concealer on the forehead. We won't keep it like this. So whatever foundation that was on your brush, you get that all over your forehead, and that be it. No concealer on the forehead, okay? All right, so cool. We're gonna leave this, and while we leave that on, we're gonna go in and do some bronzer. And today the bronzer I'm gonna be using is the Cure Beauty Toffee. This is like my lighter shade of bronzer. because her bronzer, it looks like her skin tone is very tan. I don't know if she got a tan or something, or if she went on a vacation. So basically it's like her skin tone is matching like the bronzer regions of her face. So we want the bronzer to kind of match the body. Yeah. So I'm not gonna lie, I might have to go a bit darker with this, but it's okay. So basically I'm just gonna get this all over the forehead, all over the perimeters of the forehead, because it looks like they did that to her. I'm not gonna lie, I might have to go darker with this, but I'm gonna start with the lighter one first. Then I go on the cheekbone, and guys, this should actually go on the cheekbone, so feel for the cheekbone. It shouldn't be on the highest point of the cheekbone, because that's where the concealer and the blush should go, but it should be coming from here. So where the ear is ending and connecting to the face, here on the actual cheekbone. That is how you keep the face lifted, looking feminine. Yeah. Right. Yeah. I really like how snatched this part of her face is. Really nice face. Wow. Alright, I'm not, as you guys can see, I don't know. I admire beauty. I'm not, no offense to like people who are like, okay, I don't even know what to say. I'm not lesbian basically, but I'm just basically saying that I'm admiring her beauty. Yeah. Alright, so now we're going to do some nose contour. For nose contour, I'm going to be using the NYX Wonder Stick. This is in shade Rich. I think a client gave me this during a makeup class. Like, I had a client once, and she had all this makeup. She had so much stuff. It took us like 45 minutes for me to go through all her makeup, and I was just like, throw this away, give this away, you don't need this. Because she's like, I don't know what to do with all this stuff. So I'm like, you know, half of this stuff is not even your shade. So she ended up just giving me some stuff. So this was one of the things. I was like, okay, actually, it works. So as you can remember, I don't know if you guys watch, for the people who watch my videos all the time, you guys know I explain already the difference between contour and bronzer. So even though I put this color here and here, this is actually a bronzer, but it works as a contour because it's going to create dimension on my face. But basically contour is something that has like a more of a shadowy type of color, like a shadow. It gives a shadowy effect. It's mimicking a shadow, and it looks more gray. So you see the color of my nose, you see how gray it is, versus the color up here is more warm. Yeah, so that's the difference between contour and bronzer. So I have a bronzer on my forehead and on my cheeks, and I have a contour on my nose, but we like it this way because in order to get that warm bronzy glow that the girls be doing when they do soft glam looks, you have to use a bronzer to contour, not an actual contour stick. But for the nose, if you want it to look more realistic, then you'd use a bit of contour product that has that shadowy look. So after I applied, I kind of went heavy-handed with this thing on my nose, but that's okay. Just use your ring finger and just like go, just gently sweep down the sides of the nose. And these lines on the side of your nose should not be making your nose look wider. It should be right where the bridge, where the nose bridge is like coming towards. Hold on. Yeah, so right by the sides of the nose bridge, it should be right there. Kind of like if anything, like tipping off the sides of the nose bridge. Like don't make it be like too wide, okay? Alright, cool. So just gently blend that out with the ring finger. And now, okay, and now we're gonna blend out the bronzer. To blend out the bronzer, I'm gonna be using the smallest side for precision. I don't know if I said this before. The bronzer I used was the Care Beauty Sun Sculpt Bronzing Stick, my favorite. This is in shade Toffee. So this was my shade before I got this crazy tan. So it's like, as you can see, it's like close to my skin tone now. But it's okay, because as I said, the makeup look that she have, it doesn't look like she's going too far off from her skin tone, because she has this nice tan. So basically how to blend this out, you just pat. Just gently pat against it and it just disappears, basically. And what I love about using a shade of bronzer that's not too much darker than your skin tone, like a bronzer that's 1 to 2 shades darker, is that it's going to be easy for you to blend out because the color difference is not that different from your foundation. Y'all ever be watching TikTok and seeing them girls just be blending things quickly and it's blending so nicely? Yeah. That's because the color tones are not too much off. The shades, they're not too much different. Yeah. So now we have that, we're gonna blend out the under eye. Oh my gosh, my sponges has gotten dry and I don't want to get up to go to the bathroom. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna wet it with some of this Marbadesco facial spray. I like to run it under water to make it damp, and then like get it underwater to the point where you feel the wetness inside the sponge, and then squeeze out all the water, then use it. That's how I like to do it, but I just like to use my rubber desk to re-wet it because it was not giving wet. Okay, so it feels good again. So what I'm gonna be doing is, ooh child, hold up, because I'm going for dewy skin, well, glassy skin, not dewy, glassy but long lasting. I'm going to be using the Morphe Luminous setting spray to spray my face first before I go ahead and blend out the concealer. Okay, so something is wrong with this bottle. The thing is, it's not coming out right. It's like, you know, you have to like stick something in the hole, into the spray hole. Let's see now. Yeah, it's better now. So this is like a mist. I really like this product. It's really, really good. Like if you run through Anastasia Beverly Hills too much, like if you overuse it, you probably want to get this one and just use what am I saying? Hold on. This spray is really good. It gives a dewy finish. This is the Morphe Luminous setting spray. If you run through the Charlotte Tilbury too much, and it's because the Charlotte Tilbury is very expensive. If you use this too much, you like to use it between steps, you can get this one and use it in between steps. It does basically a very similar thing. And then in the end of your makeup, you can use this one to set. Because I think this one set better than this. But in terms of the texture, it gives you a similar effect, okay? So now I'm going to go in and blend out the concealer. I'm going to start by blending out the edges. Oh. Okay. Yeah. So work on the edge first. Now look at how we're looking already. See that? And do you guys see on camera? I can't really see because there's too many lights coming at me. But my face should be looking very dewy. Like very skin-like, yeah, glowy. And that's a tip. You see, if you're doing your makeup and your face is already looking nice and dewy, like skin, glassy, glowy, that's a good sign. That means that if you keep doing it's a good indicator that your makeup is gonna look natural and very radiant and not dry and cakey. And this is why it's so important for skin prep. Like people always say that, but I think you guys underestimate. Like when you see them girls out here and the skin just be looking, they're turning their head from side to side. It look like God just shining a light on their forehead. And they do a lot of skin, like dewy skin prep before the makeup. So I get requests. Show me how to do a dewy look. Show me how to do a glowy look, a glass skin look. You see, it's in the skin prep. And it's also in having a good spray, a dewy spray as well. And there's a whole bunch of dewy sprays on the market if you can't get your hands on this one right away. But definitely I recommend this Morphe one. So good. So after you blend out the edge, then you want to go in the center and just blend out the center. And I love a sponge for doing these type of looks because I just feel like the sponge just gets me to the right consistency, the right texture, the right flawlessness. Like it's gonna blend out the makeup, make it look flawless, but not too cakey. I just really, and funny enough, all my favorite makeup artists, like people who I like their work, they all prefer to use sponges over brushes for blending out like concealer under the eyes. And I'm not saying that, oh, the makeup artists who use brushes are not as good. I'm not saying that, but it's just an observation for me. Like my favorite makeup artists, I really like their work. They're sponge. They're team sponge, and they haven't stopped using sponges through and through. They're still using sponges right now to blend out under the eye, okay? So now we have that. Now you have this line on the nose that look like it wants to blend. This is why it's good to have a brush set. You have some different brushes that you can grab, because I'm going to be grabbing another brush to help me to blend out this line here. And this is one of my favorite brushes. This is a BK Beauty Angie Hot and Flashy brush in A506. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry guys, I'm sneezing. I need to turn off the fan now. And basically you want to just dab a bit of foundation on the brush, like a little tubes of foundation. It shouldn't be too wet on the brush or anything, and you just want to pat by the side of the nose here to soften out that transition from the nose contour going into the light concealer. Yeah, because that's what some of you guys is missing. Some of you guys makeup is really nice, but it just wants some little things to like clean it up, you know what I mean? Like you guys just need to clean up a bit. So this is just like a tip, like get you some more brushes. Some of y'all don't be having certain brushes. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna bother to say that. Okay, see, cool. And if you need to, you can kind of go back in with your contour or your bronzer this time, because after I do the bronzer, I like to go in and put the contour on the nose and blend it out, to go back if the contour is looking too ashy, I like to just go back in with some bronzer. You know what I mean? Because the bronzer will soften out the color so it don't look so gray. So you can apply a bit of bronzer over the nose contour lines. Okay? See? That don't look too shabby. Now we're just going to make sure that this concealer is blended nicely. And we're not going to add another layer of concealer. One layer of concealer only we're doing for this look. I find this is another makeup like thing that y'all not realizing. You see, the makeup looks that are trending these days, like I'm not going to call no names, but the makeup artists that you guys really, really love so much, they don't do 2 layers of concealer. A lot of them nowadays only use 1 layer. Because the 1 layer is enough. 1 layer of concealer is enough. And it gives more that soft look without doing too much. And believe me on this, it's true. I mean, if you like to use 2 layers, you can. But, yeah. You're going to get a more softer look if you only do 1 layer. So I'm just now taking the same Angie Hot and Flashy brush and just blending out the lines that were here, the concealer that came all the way up here. Yeah. Blend out the chin, make sure the chin is blended. Make sure the mouth is blended. Yeah. Now, so here's what I'm going to do. I am going to squeeze the sponge like this. And then just gently tap it on the bridge of the nose. Just to give it like a highlight effect, okay? I'm not going to be doing a whole bunch of concealer on the nose today because it's not really necessary all the time. Okay? My nose already have a nice glow from the illuminator that I used. The Anastasia Beverly Hills like highlighter, liquid highlighter that I use all over my face. It already has a glow, so I don't need to overdo that, okay? So now we have this. Oh, that looks so nice. See, that's what we're looking like. We're gonna add blush because this look is very blushy. So I'm gonna go in with the K Beauty Bare Passion Fruit liquid blush, and I'm going to be putting it right here right here by the under eye, going towards beside the end of the eyes. See? So right here below the under eye region, right here on the under eye region, and then right here beside this side of the eye. See? But don't get it into your eyeshadow, okay? Just keep it to the sides like this. That's what it look like. Now we're gonna blend it out. So to blend it out, we're not gonna give ourselves no trouble. We're just gonna turn the sponge to another side and we're just gonna pat against it. And the first thing I wanna do is just pat on top of it. Hopefully you guys have the care, and I'm not trying to sell you guys, like I really don't care that much at this point. You guys gonna buy what you want to buy. Yeah, so hopefully you guys have this one, because this liquid blush is not them super bright ones that be looking clownish. Them ones that when you put a bit, it's like you don't even know to blend it out. Yeah, this one is like very much like a flush of color. So hopefully y'all not at home just looking like who did it, what, and where, and why, or something like that. Yeah, so see, that's what it looked like. It's not too much. Yeah, cool. So now we have that. Gonna go in with we're gonna go in with, what does this look like? Ooh, let's experiment today. Should we experiment today? Yeah, let's experiment today. So today I'm going to set with the Charlotte Tilbury powder, and then after that I'm going to go on top of it and bake with the Huda Beauty powder. Yeah, let's switch it around and see if we like the way it turned out today. And sometimes I have to change up something and see, you know, if you like the way it's coming out. But you know what? Today I'm also going to be using, my pink powder. Ooh, you see the way how I was just about to put the setting powder, the loose powder. Okay, so now that we have this, we're gonna go ahead and spray the face again. All right, so yeah, because remember, say going for this glassy type of skin, and then we're gonna dry it down a bit. Where's my fan? Hold on. Oh, here it is. And by the way, you see when you spray in between steps, even though it's a dewy spray, your makeup will not move. I'm trying to tell you, so good. All right, cool. So now we are gonna go in and set. To set, we're gonna be using this Anastasia Beverly Hills. I keep saying that. I keep mixing them up. I guess because they're both like the mature ladies in the industry. Charlotte Tilbury and Anastasia Beverly Hills, they're like both like mature. So I'll be mixing them up sometimes. But yeah, now we're going in with the Charlotte Tilbury number 2 powder. This is a flawless powder, and I just get some powder on the sponge, on the puff, and I just swirl it like this in the center of my hand. Yeah. Get out the excess, and I'm just gonna gently pat. Take your time, okay? Because I'm also experimenting here. Because you know you have on TikTok where you have like one group of girls and they're like first set with pressed powder and then go in with loose powder after. So we're gonna be trying that out for those girls. But so far, I'm not loving it. I feel like I prefer the loose powder first, but it's okay. We'll still go ahead with it and see. It's still early. Let's see. So we get some powder on the puff, swirl to take off the excess, and then gently pat or tap. Yeah, just the under eye region. Okay. Okay. Let's get some on the mouth. Alright, so let me grab a darker powder because I don't know if I should be applying this super light powder on my mouth. Yeah, so this is my Charlotte Tilbury number 3. Ooh, I cut my nails down, so it's so hard to open things. Yeah, so this one is a bit darker. This is 3. Get some on the puff, swirl it around my hand, and I'm just like setting it around my mouth, okay? But here's the thing, if y'all really want that glowy, glassy skin, I would actually tell you, instead of using a powder puff, use the brush to apply the powder there. Instead. Yeah. Because the puff really mattifies the area, but this one won't really mattify it so much. But for your under eye, definitely you need to mattify that region. Okay? And I don't like when above my eyes look sweaty, so I like to just pat it down as well on the front of my eyebrow. But leave the glow on the forehead. That's that glow that they be having. Like, leave that forehead glow. So now we have that. We're gonna go and set the rest of the face. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab my Care Beauty Artist Essential Powder Palette, or favorite palette, guys. Hurry and buy this if you can, because they're gonna be sold out real soon, and I don't know when next I'm gonna restock, if I'm being honest. Maybe like all next year till I restock, so just get it now. So let me see her look now. So I'm gonna be going in with this brown here, tap off the excess, and I'm gonna start by the forehead. So what I like about this powder is that the powders go on sheer, and then they're buildable. They don't just go on looking super what's that word, like super dark or anything. Okay, now we're gonna go on the cheeks, and first thing I'm gonna do is pat to set, especially like because the face is kind of wet right now. You don't want to go in and be swirling around the brush, okay? If you do that, you're gonna get patchiness. You want to be patting on the bronzer, okay? So all about this bronzer is that it gives a nice subtle set. Gorgeous. The colors are very realistic looking. And see, you see how that look nice? Yeah. Now we're gonna get some by the chin like this. Cool. Now the next thing we're gonna do is bake. Yeah, we're gonna bake now. But hold on, let me just make sure. Let me just make sure that this center region of my face here is set properly. Yeah, so when you look at the center of your face, there should be no oiliness in this region here. So your under eye, around your mouth, your chin. You want those areas to be flawless always, because when you take pictures or anything, those are the regions that really need to have less of the oiliness. Now everywhere else, right here, the cheekbone, the forehead, right here, those areas can have a glow to it. But you definitely want the center region of your face here to be matte, okay? So when you take pictures, you don't look greasy. It's a fine line between greasy and glowy. All right, so now that we have that, we're gonna go in and do a bit of baking because we said we would. And to bake, I'm gonna be using the One Size Ultra Pink powder. So just gonna dab in. I'm using the sponge to do this. And I'm just going to be gently placing it. Placing it by the under eye. You don't want to pack this in, because if you do that, it's going to make the area dry. Just place it. Now here's the thing, if you have dry skin and you want to try baking, use eye cream before. Really hydrate the under eye before you do this. And then less is more, so use a very thin layer to bake if you really feel like you want to try it, okay? So for this baking, I don't want you guys to make the layer of powder too thick. I'm going to keep it on the thinner side today. Okay, you don't always need to bake with a super thick layer of powder. Sometimes you can make the layer thin. Okay, we'll get it like this. When you're baking, try not to make your powder go past this region here. Keep it by the under eye. Proper placement. Always want to practice proper placement. And you can just take the brush and like brush off any excess powder that's coming over onto your cheek, okay? And get this on top of the... Oh, I said... Guys, let me put on my lip plumper. I said I wanted to plump my lips for today. Yeah, I feel like I want to plump up my lips for this. Alright, so I'm just wiping off my lip. My lip plumper, I have it here. This one is from Luscious Lips. Or Lips Luscious. I'll tag it down below if you guys want. Really love it. Like this thing, don't get it in your mouth, okay? If you get it in your mouth, it come in like hot chili pepper inside your mouth. So you don't want this to get inside your mouth, but it's so good. Yeah, so just gonna plump me up. Yeah, so now that we have that done, we are going to do some blush, okay? But 1 second. 1 second. Alright, so I'm back. And you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to go over the nose contour with powder. So I'm just gonna be grabbing a brush like this, another eyeshadow bending brush, but this one is more narrow. And I'm just gonna grab the same powder and just blend it up and down directly on top of the nose contour line. So here's the thing, you want to be gentle with the powder. Be gentle when applying it so that it doesn't create those blotches, because some of y'all be getting blotches. Yeah, like to create a little bulb here. So I'm just going in circles. Okay, cool. I'm just kind of connecting the nose contour here onto the eyelid. So I go like this. Yeah, that's just going to help to mesh everything together, okay? So here's the thing. The eyeshadow is cool and all. You guys know I've put it eyes, so I'm trying my best here. Ooh, this thing is burning. Ooh. But I feel like I want it to be a bit more... I want it to be more warm, the eyeshadow. So I'm just gonna grab the Care Beauty Bar Blush Palette Volume 2. I'm just gonna take this orangey color here. I'm just going to apply it right here by the edge of the eyeshadow. Like in the crease, yeah. Yes, now it look more like it. That's better. So never be afraid to go back and tweak your makeup. Like sometimes step back and like look at your work. See, you guys didn't miss anything then, because basically that eyeshadow color is nice, but it was a bit too dark anyways. So want an eyeshadow that has more of a warm tone to it. It should kind of look orangey. That's the kind of brown that we want, because that's how you're gonna really get it to have that soft type of look. Especially if you have like small hooded eyes, you don't want anything super dark on your eye. Like, you must have that red undertone. Alright, cool. Don't want too much of this here, so. Alright, so now we have that. Just gonna go back in. Yeah. So I love this palette, because I don't have a crazy line on my nose today. Alright, so now we have that. We're gonna go ahead and we are going to add some blush. It's blush time, guys. It's your favorite part. I know why y'all are here. And we're just gonna go in. Oh, first of all, we have to bronze, because as I said, this look is a very bronzy look, and before you even blush, you should always bronze first for this type of look. So I'm going with Snatch Tony. This is like a bronzy blush, but it can be used as bronzer. So for you guys asking me when I'm gonna bring back the Care Beauty bronzer, look at that already. See, asking me when I'm gonna bring back the Sunbaked bronzer. Well, you don't need it. If you just get this palette, you will get that bronzy color. It's just basically the same color. Let's get this palette, and then let's get some right here on the cheek, right over the contour. Yeah, y'all see the difference? Y'all see that warmth? Pretty. I know you see it. It's gorgeous. Next side. Right, so I'm not saying that you have to overdo the bronzer, but you definitely need it. Okay, let's get some by the chin like this to really shape the chin. Alright, cool. So now we have bronzer, we can do blush now. So for blush, I'm going to be using an actual blush brush today. This one is from Morphe, the M204 brush. And I'm just going to tap into the blush, sorry. Oh, look at that color, gorgeous. Now here's the thing, you see, if you think that you're too dark for this color, you're not. You're not. Just literally go in, tap into this color, and then tap into some Snatch Tony. Any color that you want to use, it's simple. Just dab into the color that you want to use, then dab into Snatch Tony. The bronzy color is going to bring you back to get your perfect blush color. So watch this. If you ever feel like the blush is too light, it's not. You just need to mix it in with that orangey color. I'm going to dab into the orangey color now and go on top of it. See? You see how it just look? I'm going to tap into the pink, apply it. I'm going to tap into the orangey color and go on top of it. Look. You tap back into the pink again. Because y'all don't be understanding, like, when you see these makeup artists getting these type of blends, it's not one color that they're using. They're not. Some of them are using all 3 different colors of blush. They're not. That's how it gets, so that's how they get that nice color. Alright, so see? So basically for this look, because remember we're trying to follow Lataina's look, the blush is coming like this. See? Like this region here. That's how the blush is going on her face. So kind of want to mimic that look. So don't be afraid to pack on the blush and to add more, but you must do it in small increments. Small increments at a time to really blend up the color. Now I'm gonna do it to the next side. I'll be right back. Actually, no, I'm gonna show you guys because I know you guys love to see when I do it. So I'm just gonna show you guys. So I'm going in with the pink. So you see the difference in the pink, the tone, because I added the bronzy blush to this side. So I'm adding a lot of the pink. I'm gonna go in with the bronzy blush on top of it. So if you ever have a blush and it's coming out too light, you can do this too. Just add bronzer to it. More pink on top of the brush, on top of the bronzer, I mean. Yeah. So I have a question. When are y'all gonna be tired of the blush? The super pink blush? Because I love you guys, but I'm gonna be real with you. Like, I've been doing blush like this for so long. I'm kind of over it now. I'm ready for the next like makeup trend. I might even come up with my own because I'm tired of this pink blush thing. Like, I love it, you know, but it's just like, it's kind of like I get bored easily. I'm kind of tired of it now. All right, so now we have that. The next thing that her makeup artist does is, it seems like there's like pink blended in the front of the eye. So here's what I'm gonna do, and this is why you need this K Beauty Bar Blush Palette Volume 2. So I am going to go into this color here, Soft Life Queen. Soft Life, just Soft Life, sorry. It's like a pinky, and I'm going to use that color to help me to blend away my bake. But you know what, I'm going to go into this color because that color is too light. I made this color for my sister because she's very fair skin, and I want to make it inclusive. So my first bar blush palette was great for super deep dark skin tones, but this one is great for super fair skin women of color, because you guys know that some of us are really light skin now. My sister, if she didn't have like afro hair, she could pass for white. So yeah. All right, so look, now I'm going to dip into this color Princess treatment, get it on my Real Techniques powder setting brush, and just gently brush away the bake. And it's just going to give us a nice swatch of light pink under the eyes, because her makeup look, it kind of has, the under eye powder kind of has a bit of pink into it. See? So I love to have different colors to work with in a palette. Now if you need to, go back into your nose contour powder. So I love this one, you know, because this one won't be having your nose looking too gray or anything. And this is why it's good to layer your makeup, because remember we already put the cream bronzer, the cream contour the nose. So because of that, we don't really need to like put too much of the powder over it. So yeah, so now I'm just gonna make sure that my cheeks blended nicely. Oh my god, oh, I'm still baking. I'm like, what is that? That was my bake. Okay. Alright, cool. So let's brush off the bake from under here and anywhere else where we had it. So, okay, so here's the verdict. I had blended out, I had applied the pressed powder first and then the loose powder after. I'm not a fan. I prefer it the other way around. So I prefer loose powder and then going in with the pressed powder after. So I tried this way and it looks good, you know, don't get me wrong, but I just prefer it the other way. Feel like the other way is more poreless, more flawless, you know what I mean? All right, cool. So we have that. Let us go in, oh no, let us do highlighter on the nose first. So for highlight on the nose, I'm going to be using the K Beauty highlighter palette. Yes. Actually, I'm just going to use my finger instead to do this. Get some on the tip of the nose. Get some right here. Let's get some by the front of the eye as well. But this time I'm going to use the gold color, because I don't know why her makeup is picking up more goldy. Actually, I might switch out the nose to be the gold highlight instead, because her makeup is picking up to be more goldy, like her highlight tones. Yeah. So no pink highlighter today. We're doing gold. Love that. Like, do you see my nose, how good it looks? Do you guys see how good my chest look already just from applying all that dewy highlighter? Now we are, you know what I want to do? I want to go in and put the eyeshadow under the eye. All right, so let us do black eyeliner in the waterline. Oh, this might tickle because I don't ever do this. Like, I don't do eyeliner in the waterline ever. This thing is kind of drying up, you know. All right, let's try again. Oh, is this how y'all feel when I used to do y'all makeup and I'll be like, stay still and you guys turn up. I understand now. Yeah, this thing is dry. Ooh. Too dry. Ooh, that look good though. See, oh, okay. Alright, so I looked at her look. Her eyeliner is going all the way to the front of the eye. So I'm just trying to do this. Even though this eyeliner is pretty much dried up, it needs to go in the garbage. It's like done for. Yeah, but ooh, I'm not gonna lie. This is kind of pretty. What do you guys think? Alright, so the next thing we're gonna do is apply some brown underneath the eyes. But I'm going to be starting out with the brown that I'd used first. So the brown that I was using first before I realized the mic wasn't working was from the Pillowy If the Crown Fits eyeshadow palette, my favorite eyeshadow palette at the moment. So I'm just gonna go into this color. It's called Sayless. It's like a warm brown. I'm just gonna go right underneath the black and just apply a little bit. Don't really want too much. You can use a napkin like this and place it below to make it easier for you so you don't have eyeshadow fall out everywhere all over your makeup. You know what? This is really nice. How come I never tried this before? On myself at least. I've done this look like maybe like 1,000 times on other people. Alright, so wow, this is pretty. Okay, so now we're gonna go in with the bronzer from the Care Beauty Bar Blush palette. Yeah. And we're just gonna go right below, like by the end of that brown. But don't bring it too low down now. We kind of want it to stay on the eggy sole, which is the fat part of the eye. We don't want it to be moving too low. I need you guys, I really need you guys to suggest makeup looks. Like any look that you say that you think is cool or fascinating or whatever, or you know, to let me know, because I'd be like trying to figure out what you guys want to see on Sundays. Like just let me know, because someone requested more glass skin, so that's why I'm doing this one, but I'm incorporating it in with this look because I feel like you guys would enjoy this look from Lataina. So yeah, but please guys, I need to know what you guys want to see for real. Just going in with more blush because I'm a fiend. I know I said I'm tired of blush, I am, but like if I'm gonna do blush, I'm gonna just do it the right way, which is blush blindness type of ish. Alright, so now we have that. Oh, this makeup looks so good. So now we have that, we're gonna do lips. So I'm just gonna wipe off my lip plum pump. Don't know if you guys see the difference. Ooh, it burns. Look at my lips now. Do you guys see the difference? I love it. It made my lips look so pink too, like so juicy and pink. All right, so we're gonna be using MAC Chestnut lip liner, and actually I'm gonna be using some loose powder and patting it over the lip, just to make sure that my lips don't move. Even though I'm going to bed after this, washing my face, I'm going to bed after this. But yeah, let's just pretend like we're going somewhere. Little powder over it is gonna make the lips longer lasting, and then you just line with chestnut. This is such a good brown lip liner, like wow, chestnut. Chestnut by MAC, OG. Some things you never need to change. That's one of them. All right, so now that we have that, we're gonna go in the scented lip with Kissing in the Bank from Care Beauty. This is one of 3 melted lipsticks. Gorgeous, love it. Mama. I think what I'm going to be doing is using a lip brush and blending the lip liner down. to meet the lipstick in the center. Look at that already, so pretty. Now to top up the lip a notch, I'm going to go in with a lighter lipstick in the center. And now I'm gonna be doing, actually her lip look more nudie. It look more nudie than pinky. It look more nudie than pinky. So let me see. Here it is. Yeah, so to make it look more nudie, I'm gonna go in with this. This is a Sephora lip stain number 32. And just dab it in the center of the lip. I'm just gonna use my ring finger, just blend it into the lipstick. Make sure the line is blended as well. Again. Seal the lips a bit. Yeah, that look good. Now we're gonna go in with clear gloss. I don't have any clear gloss, but I do have clear lip balm. Does the job. Love this. This is my everyday. I have like a pack of this. I buy them in packs from Amazon. Topicals Slick Slave. I don't know how to pronounce that. But it's a mint lip balm. So nice. Let me take this thing. That's what you do when you don't want your lips to when you don't want your lip products to get on your lip. Okay, so now we have that. How we looking? So now we're gonna spray, but we have something new to try today. So note how this looks. So I'm going in with the Pat McGrath. This is, well, I don't know if it's new, but it's new to me. Pat McGrath Labs Glass number 1. I don't know if you guys know, but she's the reason why I became a makeup artist, because I kind of wanted to be like her. Didn't really become like her, but it's okay. When I was younger, I really wanted to be like her, like do editorial makeup, fashion show makeup, stuff like that. But yeah, so this is her. I don't know if you guys saw that during, like, it was some fashion week or something, and everybody's face was looking like glass, but she had used like a face mask, like a clear face mask thing, to give it that glass effect, but she made a spray to mimic that glass skin look. So let's try it out. It's my first time using it, so this is supposed to bring us back that glow, that glassiness. So I'm gonna spray one side of the face first to see it look. So let's see. Okay, apparently you're supposed to do one layer at a time and dry for 30 seconds in between layers. Let's see. I mean, my skin already look, ooh, okay. I see the cheeks. Next time I spray, I'm gonna try to get it on the highest point of the cheekbone, because that's really where I want my glow, other than my forehead. So I'm trying to see, do you guys see the difference yet? You guys seen a difference? Let's see if I see a difference. I see a slight difference. It does look good. It gives the skin more radiance, but it's very slight. Let's go again. Do you guys see it more on camera? Maybe you guys can see it more on camera. Maybe my lights are too bright. Let's try it again. Okay. Like, am I drying it too much or something? Okay, so this looks like, I'm seeing it now. I'm seeing the glow more now with that second spray. Interesting. So it doesn't feel wet. It doesn't feel wet, but it's giving not illusion, because it's actually looking like making my face look glowy, but at the same time my face isn't wet. You know what I mean? This is different. Are you guys seeing it on camera? Look, before, after. I'm gonna do one more spray on this side and why am I okay, so we have a good amount now, so let's see what happens. Like, am I drying it too fast? Should I even be drying it with a fan? I don't know. Let me see what the instruction says. It doesn't say to, it just says to pause. It just says to pause for 30 seconds. Okay, so maybe I shouldn't be drying it with a fan. Maybe that's the issue. So when it comes down to products, you have to know how to use them. So, because if you don't use them the right way, then you're going to be like, oh, it doesn't work, da da da. It's very important to find out like how to use the actual product. So I'm gonna let this dry down for 30 seconds. I'll be right back. All right, so I'm back, guys. I'm just patting down my eyelid region because I don't like when my hair look wet. But look at it now. Before, after. I can't lie, this spray is really making my skin look really dewy. Can you guys see on camera? So I love that. So the next thing I want to do is go in and put some highlighter right here on the highest point of the cheekbone. All right, so what I'm going to be doing is, this is a very risky step. So if you're a scaredy cat, don't do this. Just got some of the spray on this. And by this time, your face should already kind of be, your face should already be dewy with your dewy spray, or you should already be having spray all over your face. Because if you go ahead with a dry face and you start to tap this on, it might remove the product. So make sure the face is dewy with spray. Then you get enough spray on this and you just gently, it should barely even touch it. Like barely even. That's how you do it. That's how you're going to get that glow on the cheekbone, on the highest point of the cheekbone, that area there. And my forehead already has a nice glow, so I don't even need to do anything to it. But yeah, so now we have that. So the next thing I want to do is go in and put highlighter on the highest point of the cheekbone. For this, I'm just going to be using another Real Techniques brush like this. I'm going into the gold this time. And just, now you have to pat, okay? So because the area is wet, you have to kind of gently just pat it on. And see, my products didn't move or anything. Okay, see? I like that. One thing I would do is I would go in with a big enough fluffy brush. Show you what I mean. Like a big enough brush like this, and get some powder on it to powder this region here. Because you see this region here, you don't want right here to be oily. That's not very flattering for anybody to have that region to be oily. So I'm just going in with the Charlotte Tilbury powder, get a little bit of it, see? Just dry up this region here. Yeah. So as I said, the areas you really want to be doing is here and your forehead. Those are the regions that you really want to bring forth that glow. And you guys can see how good this spray is, because look at my chest. Wow, it looks so good. So now I'm just going to go ahead and spray the other side of my face. Oops, I didn't wait 30 seconds between layers because I'm trying to like hurry this thing up. Alright. I'm just going to let that dry for 30 seconds. In the meantime, what I'm going to do is get my chest glow on. Love this. It smells like money. This is Patrick Ta All Over Glow Balm. So I'm just going to be getting this all over my chest. Oh my god, I showered before. I'm going to have to shower again to get all this glossy thing off my body. And look at this. Look at this glow. It smells like one of those expensive perfumes that y'all love to wear. And then bougie girls that be wearing designer all the time. That's what it smells like. One of them perfume that y'all be loving to wear. It smells really good. Ah, let me tell you, Baccarat. That's what it smells like. But is that Baccarat? Yeah. Yeah. Look at my chest. Look at my chest. I'm not gonna lie, I don't love these eyelashes. I'm very tempted to change them out. It's not really me, but you know, I'm trying to think. Alright, so now that our chest is nice and glossy, I'm just gonna pat down this region here that got so wet. And now I'm just gonna go ahead and spray this on this sponge again. Gently pat on the cheekbone region. Guys, you don't want to you just want to gently pat, okay? Gently pat. And then And then you want to go in with your highlighter. Yeah, but you're not going to put too much either. Oops. Yeah. And for the highlighter, we're just going to pat it on. See, you're going to get some. Pat on only the highest point of the cheekbone. You just gently pat. Gently, 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 guys. Because if you don't gently pat, it might come out like a disaster. Also, you kind of want to wait for when you go in and pat. Like before you even go in and spray some product on this, you kind of want to make the spray dry down on the face first, just a tad bit first, so it doesn't move your product. But as I said, if you guys are scared of cats, just go ahead and put highlighter. Don't be bothering to do the wet parts, because the wet parts, if you don't know what you're doing, it can mess up. I'm just being honest. So everything is looking amazing so far. Ooh, I'm just gonna put bottom mascara and we'll be right back. All right, so as usual, I love to go in with my MAC False Lash Maximizer. This is like a lash primer, make your lashes look thicker, longer. Love that, need that. Now I'm gonna be going in with my favorite mascara. I say this every time. Smashbox Superfan, obsessed. Really good mascara. Then if you really want to be extra, you can go in with the same balm and tap it on top of your highlighter for extra glow. So guys, you see we have to be able to like do different type of looks, try different type of things. You know what I mean? And then if you didn't do it before, I'm just going to show you again. We just want to go in and mattify this region here. This smile eye region here, because you don't want that area to look we don't want that area to be oily, because that's just gonna bring out our smile lines more, and we don't really want that. Okay, this area needs to be matte. All right, so you see after you done bring that glowy thing right here, don't even bother put no more powder in here, because if you try, it's gonna get on the sticky part and then it's gonna not look so good. So that's it for under eye products. And this is the final look. Thank you so much for watching, my honeys. Please go ahead and comment, like, share with your friends. Let me know what makeup look you'd like me to do next. Love you. See you later. Mwah.